Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So if you are an animal lover, as I am, those of you that have been following the channel know that I rescued an animal. Since I've been living in Belize, I have a lot of different animals on the property. I've had animals my whole life. I always take care of animals. I hate to see animals put down, abused, left tied up out front of houses. That's the one thing that's really bothering me. That brings out, it just makes me angry. Let me just put it that way. So if you're an animal lover, this video was really going to get under your skin. So one of the local towns here is going to resort to poisoning stray dogs. And that's just how they're going to deal with the problem that they have here with stray animals. They're just going to throw out food that is laced with poison, and they'll pretty much come back the next day or the day after with a truck and pick up carcasses of dead animals. You know, it doesn't matter if it was a pregnant female dog. It's not going to matter if it was somebody's dog who got out of a fence. It's not going to matter. I want to read you something that's straight from their town council. Now, this is Benque Viejo Town Council. Don't even really care if I pronounce that right. You can see the wording up there. Listen to this information. Rather cruel, but due to the information of the disease parvo wandering around the country and its disease measures are increasing, the Pueblo administration gives you a 1-week notice to make you responsible for your pets' dogs. So there has been an increase in parvo. I did hear about that. So in the first part of this release, they're saying that it's because of parvo that they're going to do that. But now catch the second half of this. Also, these stray dogs have been increasing in the town, and garbage control is inevitable, as the dogs flip the drums of garbage, creating healthy instability, and have also caused accidents and incidents to motorcyclists, cyclists, and to the point of biting pedestrians. We give you this warning to keep your dogs safe because they are being caught dogs, meaning they're going to poison them. If you have any complaints, please call these two numbers. Now I'm going to highlight these two numbers later in the video. I got some more stuff that I want to read to you. But yeah, it completely blows my mind. And I know that Belize isn't like every other country. And, you know, I'm going to keep hearing how Belize is a developing country. We're in 2024. I mean, how much development with treating animals humanely do you have to have? Do you need to catch up another 30 years? And I'm not saying everybody. There's a lot of people here in Belize that take care of their animals, that love animals. And then, of course, there's a lot of people who just don't give a crap about animals. And it's like that everywhere. It's not just here. I wanted to get this information out because whether you're here in Belize or you're watching from somewhere else, you can contact these numbers. You can contact the city council, and you can let your frustration be known. And maybe we can actually stop this from happening. And one of the things that's interesting, I saw a post that they put out. So they just had a festival in this city. It was recently, it was within the last few weeks here. And, you know, yesterday they were putting out a post about how upset they were because they didn't make any money at this festival. So you have a stray dog problem with parvo, but your main concern is to throw a festival, but now you're mad because you didn't make any money. So listen to this real quick. They spent $177,223.65 on this festival. Let me say that again. $177,223.65 Belizean currency is what they spent on this festival. What did they make off of this festival? Well, you can see right here for yourself. It's in blue. They made $119,031.56, which is a deficit right there in black of $58,192.09. So the village that's going to poison dogs figured the best way to spend their money when they have a problem with animals being homeless strays on the streets is to throw a festival with all this money and lose money. Do you know what good could have been done with that money? In my opinion, you could have built an animal shelter. You could have built a pound. Maybe you could have called some dog catchers to come in and collect these dogs and take them somewhere where they can get medicine and help until a good home can be found for them. You could have built a couple Mennonite homes for some people who are needy in that area. There's a whole ton of stuff that you could have done besides throwing a festival and lost almost $60,000, but yet you're putting out news that you're going to poison all these animals. Once again, like I said, when they poison these animals, from what I understand, what they do is they take meat that's laced with poison and they just throw this meat out in certain areas where they know that strays are, so the dogs will eat it, so they get poisoned, so they pretty much die right there. You know, here's something else from the Placentia Humane Society. Been following you guys since I've been here. Appreciate all the work that you do. I mean, you guys are all over the place, from Belize City, picking up horses. And this is the other thing that I want to say. There's a lot of organizations here. There's a lot of people that are out here fighting for animals that are strays, that are homeless, that are on the streets. There are so many organizations here that are started by locals and expats that are out here fighting for those animals. And I'm sorry, but right now I'm a little bit keyed up, as you can tell. This really just gets underneath my skin. So there's a lot of people out here that are trying to help. And then to hear that the best that a village council can come up with is to poison a bunch of dogs. So here's from the Placentia Humane Society. We need all who see this post to call the Benque Town Council to stop the poisoning of the strays in their town, which is scheduled to occur. Please share to all. We can't let this happen. Even they know what's getting ready to happen. And they shared a post that came from Corazal Living, Sargentina Animal Program. It says, let's all give them a call and voice our concerns of why we think it's illegal and horrific. I'm with that. When I put these numbers up, please call these numbers, flood that phone line, go to their Facebook page and flood their inbox with messages. Like I said, whether you live here, United States, Canada, Mexico, Puerto Rico, Honduras, Guatemala, if you are against animal cruelty and animal abuse, all of us can make a difference right now, including me. That's why I'm using the platform that I started here to do some good and hopefully get more information out there, to get more of the information out there, to get more of the people calling back here so we can get something done. So that was from the Placentia Humane Society. You hear my cat meowing in the background. He's hungry, he's spoiled, he wants to get inside. That's my baby. Here's one from Cayo Community Animal Rescue. Can anyone help this dog? Now, if you look at the picture of this dog, this is how a lot of these strays look on the streets, and people think because they look like this, they just need to be put down. He is currently located in Benque Viejo at the Centennial Park. He is at risk of getting poisoned. Please contact me if you can foster or adopt. Now, for those of you who have watched this channel for a while and have seen Milo, the dog that I rescued off the side of the Hummingbird Highway. When I found Milo on the side of the Hummingbird Highway, he literally gave up. He figured there was nothing left. He was going to die. He was skin and bones. And just a few months later, you can see, and he has been one of the best dogs that I have ever had. And I can't imagine how many dogs like him in this area are going to be sentenced to death and poisoned simply because they're hungry. You should be ashamed of yourself, Village Council. You should be ashamed of yourself. Let me see, we have another one. So here's just some comments. Here's one from Sean Patterson. I'll make it my mission to notify every person who is considering Belize as a destination how Belize deal with stray animals. Maybe enough people not wanting to visit them will make their change their practice. I always said, if you want to hurt somebody, hurt them in the pocket. Sandra Hager, poisoning dogs is not the solution. The last time it was carried out, a pregnant dog was poisoned and the mother died and the puppies were still alive, moving in her belly. It was my neighbor's dog and I had to complain to the health clinic for this action. Unbelievable. Can you imagine that? A pregnant female dog eating poison, dead with babies still moving around in it. But somehow that's okay here. Not in my book. I hope enough people call to where you shut your phones off, to where even the thought of doing that makes you want to run inside your house and hide. Sandra Hager again. We need a dog pound. Collect case. Anyone who would sanction poisoning dogs and claim it is helpful should not be trusted. Those responsible should be named and shamed. I agree. I've always been a firm believer. How you treat an animal says a lot about a person. You know, and I'm also one. If you come out to my property or my house and my dogs don't like you, and I'm sure a lot of people out there are like that. Dogs are very, very sensitive. If you come out to my place and my dogs start barking, if my dogs do not like you, I know that there's something not right with you. So this also makes me wonder about the people who are running this village council. If you're willing to sign off on this, man, that says a lot about what kind of people you are, in my book. It's the town council. They're legally allowed to. That's why I'm trying to find a home for all these dogs ASAP. They put out a statement saying it may seem cruel, but dogs are going to get captured due to unsanitary conditions and parvo being present in the town. I'll make it my mission to notify every person who is considering Belize. That was another one. I would like very much to have a chat with the individuals who will be doing this poisoning. As you can see, there's comments on these pages would just go on and on and on and on and on. Here's one that I really wanted to read. I'm getting ready to wrap this up. But here's one that I really wanted to show you. You can see in the bottom of the pictures, these are just some of the strays that are in a park. It says, "Good day, Miss Shauna. These are some of the dogs in good condition at the center in Benque. Could you just post about them saying there's people who are willing to catch them and return them home with their own so they're not killed?" This is from a very kind young man that deworms and feeds these dogs and gives them NexGard when he can. He does what he can to help keep these dogs healthy. There are 13 dogs that regularly frequent this one particular area. Look at them. Please, if you are missing a dog in Benque, go out at night and look for them. These dogs need to find their way home or find new homes to keep them safe from what is coming, from being poisoned. Like I said, this is a problem that needs to be addressed. There has to be a better way. And I'll be honest with you, it doesn't look good that even this could somehow be legal in a lot of other countries. And I'm going to say it, and I know I'm going to get pushback. Well, you're not in that country. But it's true, because it's people like me and other people who had to stand up and fight for animals' rights. But there's other countries that you will absolutely go to prison for this. Not county jail. You will absolutely go to prison. And growing up in the States, I saw a lot of people who went to prison for animal abuse. A lot of people. And it started to change. I'm not saying that there still isn't and it doesn't happen, but there's people that are fighting, you know. So, like I said, if you're an animal lover, please reach out. Call these two numbers at the screen. If they're local, it's going to be just the number that you see. If it's going to be calling from outside of Belize, there's going to be a +1, and then the area, which is going to be 501, I believe. I'm going to recheck that and put it out there. But yeah, this is definitely what's happening in this village, and it's going to take everybody to voice their opinion to get something to change. The money was there to absolutely get something done for animals, and the money was spent on an event that lost money. That's what was important. It wasn't important to clean up the streets, to deal with the stray animal. It was important to throw an event. And I'm not saying to not throw an event, but I'm saying if you have a problem that you know about, maybe you might want to deal with that problem before you go do something else. I hope you guys really, really got some information from this video. I hope you think about things when you come over here and you see animals. Really appreciate the organizations here that are fighting for animals every single day that are out there getting animals off the street, that are taking them to vets, that are getting them spayed, that are getting them neutered. Any of these organizations here, if you're watching from abroad or even here, you can absolutely donate to these organizations for food, to get them medical assistance, whatever. It's a huge problem, people. Like I said, they are literally going to throw poison meat on the road. And not just for dogs, think about it. Raccoons, everything else. And you know, one of the things that I learned when I first came over here is how protectant that Belize is of so many different animals, starting with the tapir and the raptors. There's so many animals, toucans that are just protected to the hilt. Why not the animals that you live with on a daily basis? What about them? Food for thought. Hopefully things will change here. It takes everyone to make a change. Thanks for watching this video. Please call these numbers on the bottom. Reach out to their Facebook page. Tell them you're not okay with it, to find a different solution. Each one of us can make a difference in this. I appreciate you watching the video, guys. Please, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that comment button. When you do that, it's going to help this video really get out there to a lot of people. And that's my main goal, is to get this video out to as many people as possible. So if you do that, it's going to pick up this video and it's going to keep getting it out there. And I hope it gets to so many people that they're forced to make a change. Wouldn't that be nice? Fight for something they can't fight for themselves. Have a good one, everyone. Stay blessed.